Hi, it's Tim from Kingdom Sewing Center. Gina's
and
over
Gina.
here. We're preparing for our live show, talking about Mother's Day gift ideas, some sewing machines, some notions, some gift cards. So we're just kind of rambling on here till it starts there officially. And while we're waiting, we have Customer Appreciation Day coming up. When is it, Gina, there?
May 20th. That's
May
a
20th.
Saturday, May 20th.
So
We'd love to have you here. All
So
kinds of fun things happening that day.
Yeah. Mother's Day and then Customer Appreciation Day. That should be fun. A lot of free things given away, great ideas. So
That's a busy week coming up before too, because we've got Melody coming. She's back in town, going to be doing some classes for us. So we've got a week full of classes to go along with some things that we're going to be demoing for Customer Appreciation Day.
all right, so should
Welcome.
we start here? Welcome. We're gonna start with sewing machines, but well, everybody needs to have a sewing machine on something. The table, dining room table, sometimes is great, but a lot of times gets in the way. So if you notice on this cabinet here, the sewing machine is flush with the cabinet. So our fabric flows better. We have the extension to the left and to the right here. That really helps out in supporting the fabric there. But we're going to start with the sewing machine. This is one of our most popular sewing machines where you have kind of affordability, but a lot of good features on there. It's a computerized machine where you can have the needle stop in the up position or the down position. Your thread is horizontal, so the thread flows really good.
Oh my gosh.
You have a sensor where if you forget to lower the presser foot, it will not allow you to sew. This is a drop-in bobbin, and then to select a stitch, it's very simple. On a computerized machine, when you select a stitch, it's all preset. It is ready to go. So I haven't sewn in a year, 6 months. I just select a specific stitch, let's say stitch 26, and it's all set there. If I want to modify it, not a problem. I could change how wide I want it or how long I want it there.
Yes, Lori, we are going to be showing some embroidery machines in a few moments.
Yes, the whole range of them. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, but we are showing embroidery machines there. So that is, and you're going to hear us talking about our sale pricing. So we have it on sale, and most of these we're matching the internet. But our sale from May 10th to the 17th is we're going to take a 5% off. So now we've lowered that to $565. And then if you've read our newsletter, I'll explain it if you haven't, that we have a 10% rewards program where you're going to fill in 6 squares and we add the total of that, and then we give you 10% as a credit that you can apply into the store however you want. So on this particular machine, you're saving an additional $56 in the future, but it's a great deal. So we're beating the internet considerably here, but you're getting the service, you're getting the adjustments. Anything that happens to that machine in 5 years, we will deal with it there and help you out. Showing you how to use the machine, showing you how to thread it. If you have issues with the thread, the needle, the fabric yourself in the machine, we'll help you out there.
Tim, just to clarify, on our customer rewards program, we do have you make 6 separate purchases before we actually give you that credit. But if you think about it, that adds up to quite a bit, and that doesn't expire. We store that in the computer system, and you can use that for servicing on your machine or buying notions and things to go with your machine. So you can spend that any way you like, and doesn't expire.
So we just talked about the sewing machine. We're going to talk about the cabinet, like we talked about. The dining room table is not always the greatest. So this is a portable cabinet. You can see the size it would take up. Then you would open the doors, and you have storage for thread and notions. This sewing machine will completely retract down. When you want to sew, it will come up to what we call the flatbed position. If you want to use the free arm, you could bring it to the highest position. So they call this a 3-position cabinet there. This is on heavy-duty wheels. It will roll even on thicker carpet, or you could lock it on a hard floor. So this is called the Bandicoot. Really good deal there. The $664 and then the $66 credit in the fuchsia there. So great deal on that. So we're going to go next to we'll talk about since we're on cabinets, we're going to go now to the Wallaby 2. So you're going to see kind of basically what we just showed you there, but a little bit larger. So bigger door space, better storage. And on the right side, I'm going to cut through here, excuse me, left side. More of an extension table, but it's going towards you here, so we'll support the fabric before you sew, while you sew. And we're going to lift that up in just a bit, show you the extension table on the back. And then you also have storage down here as well, and another drawer. So this is called the Wallaby, and this one is $17.49 with our discount. We're $16.61, and then we talked about the rewards credit of $166. So beating the internet big time here, but with the local service there. We appreciate the business there. We're going to talk about the 4120 Janome. We've always carried the 3160. This is a sister machine to that, but it has some great features that we really like on this machine here.
But first, check out that cool purple color. This is the new grapevine color from Janome.
When you lower the presser foot, the machine is ready to sew. It engages the tensions. When we lift the presser foot, it's assuming we're not sewing and disconnects the tension. When you're sewing, if you forget to lower that presser foot, you could jam up the machine, ruin your fabric and all that. So this has a safety feature that will prevent you from sewing when you have the presser foot up. It will only sew when you have it down there. So that's one feature we really like on this machine in the Janome line. And a lot of nice stitches here, but I'm going to rotate the round, and you could name and date something now with the 4120. So really nice machine, and you're going to see this is $7.95. That's we're matching the internet price there, but for our Mother's Day, the 10th to the 17th of May, additional 5%, and then like we've talked about, then you have rewards in the future of an additional $76 there. So screaming deals here for Mother's Day. We're going to go to
Tim, let's mention real quick on the cabinets. Most of the kangaroo cabinets come in 3 different colors. So you can see here the brown on these first 2 cabinets that we were showing. You also have the white color, and then some of them do come in the cool new gray color. So you have some choices there.
This is Koala's most popular cabinet. We have the extension table up, so this doubles the area to the back. I always like to look at this as the real estate you're buying. Everything is flush. When you're not going to use the extension table and you need to use the room for something else, we're going to drop that down. So now we have a normal size cabinet. You have an extension on the right side for your notions, and Gina's setting up the extension. So when this is up in the back, so we're supporting the fabric before we sew, while we sew, and after we sew. And when we talk about Mother's Day gifts here, so this is gift cards that if you cannot figure out what to get for Mother's Day, you can come in and buy any amount. You could also go to our website and you could purchase amounts of gift cards there as well. We're gonna just kind of touch on some embroidery machines here. We don't really have pricing on it, but we did print everything for every single machine, but you could see that we have our Solaris on sale, our Meridian, our Pathfinder. They are all on sale, so we're matching the internet price. You're getting 5% discount, and then the rewards program. We're going to jump over here to sergers. Gina's our serger.
Let's just mention the kiwi here real quick.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Thank you, Gina.
So this is a great little movable storage caddy from Arrow, and it's got an extra work surface here. Plus it comes with the cutting mat and the ironing pad, and this is the same height as the cabinets, so you can extend your work surface if you wanted to butt that right up next to the cabinet and give yourself some extra space. So
Left or right?
nice little movable storage caddy that can give you some extra workspace.
So a large drawer on the bottom, and you can see they're all soft close, and then your Notions type of drawers on the base there. Real good deal on that, especially if you buy a cabinet there. Gina is our serger queen, and we're going to let her talk about the sergers and cover hems, and then we'll razzle and dazzle you with all of our colorful chairs.
So we've had some great price decreases from Baby Lock, if you can believe that. Everything's been going up lately, but Baby Lock actually dropped the price on all of their air threading sergers. So we've got some great deals. The Baby Lock Euphoria, this is the cover stitch machine. It does a 1, 2, or 3 needle stitch. So great for doing your hems, or if you like to use chain stitching for basting, it's a great option. Or even quilting, because you never run out of bobbin thread. We're using a whole spool in place of a bobbin, so that's really a great deal. You can see here the price on this, $16.95. With the 5% off, you're looking at $16.10, and then of course the 10% credit for later, that $161 more you're going to get there. Then we've got the Baby Lock Acclaim. This is a nice 4-thread serger, lots of space, nice bright LED lighting on this. You've got the presser foot lever in the front here, so it's really convenient. An adjustable presser foot pressure dial on the side, so you can get those thicker projects through the machine more easily. We've got the fantastic revolutionary threading, so all automatic threading. In your serger, we're just going to put our thread down, push the button, and it blows right through the machine. You don't have to worry about going through all kinds of little thread guides along the way. Got some great onboard storage up top here for all of your tweezers and screwdrivers and accessories there. And a handy little tray here to put your needles when you're not using them. This one you can see our sale price $24.95, and then our 5% off at $23.70.
So the one great feature on that is we're all going blind, and the needle threader is amazing on that machine there.
Correct. This one has air threading for the needles as well. So it just vacuums that thread right up through the needles. You don't even have to be able to see them there. Then we've got the Victory. This is kind of your entry-level Baby Lock serger if you're looking for an air threading serger. A good 4-thread serger. They've been making this machine since the mid-1990s. It's been the most popular, and they're still going strong with that. You can see a great low price on this. They dropped $500 on this machine. So our sale price is $14.95, and our 5% off puts it at $14.19. All right, and then another great Mother's Day gift idea, we have our Aero chairs. The Aero hydraulic chair.
The Henry, the Notions, cats, buttons, and then we do have solids: purple, brown, gray,
blue, and burgundy. There's
Very
5
good.
solid colors.
And then this has the spot where we really want to sit there. You have a hydraulic lift, and then the nice little feature like the old days, we have a little storage cubby hole right there.
Great place to hide those things you don't want other people to know about.
If you come in and sit in the chair and try it out while supplies last, this is a little Notions bag that just for trying out the chair, it's $20 value. We're giving that away free while supplies last. And the pricing on these chairs, some places is $329, but we are $299. And then take the 5% off, it's $284. And then we talked about the credit again in the future for $28. So great savings on chairs here. Will you ask us, if you call us in advance, ask us to put it together, we'll even put it together for you at no charge there. We're gonna jump over here. Gina knows this course really nice.
We'll
The
just
laser
lift it up
beam.
real quick there so you can see it. This is a top-of-the-line sewing machine from Baby Lock without embroidery. So nice big space. You're looking at 11 inches there. This has got one of my favorite features on this machine. I'm sure you guys have seen me talk about this before. The guide beam here that you can move wherever you like it. If I want to set that up on my 1/4 inch, if you're able to see that, on my 1/4 inch mark, so it can help me while I'm feeding in piecing my quilts. It's also a great sewing machine. Comes with a lot of accessory feet. Zipper, buttonhole, blind hem, so all of those garment sewing feet as well. Really nice all-around sewing machine. Baby Lock has a digital dual feed foot rather than a standard walking foot, which is actually a belt that helps to pull your fabric. So it never loses contact with your fabric. So walking foot will step up and down and kind of let go and release your fabric, and this one maintains contact. Also has some different soles available for that. So we have an open toe, a ditch, and a 1/4 inch sole that you can put on that dual feed foot. So great for working with all of your quilting needs, as well as some of those kind of hard to deal with clothing fabrics like tricot and velvet. Works great on those kinds of things as well. And then we'll let Tim tell you about the Gina 9450 here.
So we just looked at the chorus, great lighting on that, and that's what you're seeing with a lot of your newer generation machines. Same thing here, you're gonna see great lighting here. We're just gonna go an extra level here and pull this out, because usually our eyes are looking downward right there. So again, we're gonna add better lighting there. If you're noticing, a lot of your machines nowadays were rounded. So we're kind of going back flat here. So now we could do our ruler work, just more of a flush working surface. One that we've always fought there of unscrewing the needle plate, just comes off like that, and there's a sensor that will sense when I put in the straight stitch needle plate that knows and ghosts out all the other stitches so we cannot damage the machine there. So like the course you just looked at there, we're looking at 11 inches of space here, which is huge. So you start sewing on this and you go back to your older, smaller machine, it would look like a miniature sewing machine.
And something I forgot to mention, Tim, both of these machines come with an extension table similar to what you see here. So it gives you that bigger work surface. The Gina has one as well, about the same size.
So price on our Mother's Day special from May 10th to the 17th. This is always our price here of $52.95, and that's always on sale. But we're giving an additional 5%. And then with our 10% rewards program, an additional $503 there in the future there. We're going to kind of drop it down on a level there. This is more of an entry-level machine.
Back to gift ideas, if I can butt in for just a second. So it's May, right? We've got Mother's Day as well as graduations coming up. This is a really great machine for those graduates who are heading out on their own and need to have their own machine because you're not giving them one of yours. And don't you love this pink color?
Like we just talked about with the bigger Gina, nice flush surface here. Excellent storage area in there as well. So you don't see that on your basic machines there. So I really like that, just the way it's laid out there. So good deal on that. That's $236 with the 5% off. And then there's additional $24 savings there. So a little bit over $200 for a really nice machine there. The Gina HD 1000 has been made for a long time. Just a good heavy-duty workhorse machine. I can touch this, and nice and cold there today. A metal frame. This is sold on the internet as well for $359. We're at $349 with the discount, and then we talked about the rewards program of saving an additional $34 there. So good machine there. A little over $300 on that machine.
Sam, have we had any other questions yet?
Not yet.
Okay, great. Then we'll keep going.
We're going to flow over here to two more Gina's. Something surprised me at the end of last year. Gina's had a series, what originally started with 6500, and then it went to Membercraft 6600. Now this is the 6700. This was our #1 selling machine last year. Probably because I tell everybody it's a Billy Badass machine. So it's just a good workhorse, heavy-duty metal machine, 10 inches arm space, built-in dual feed system, built-in antenna. You have a separate bobbin winding motor right there, but just a good workhorse sewing machine here. If you look at this tension knob, it looks old-fashioned, but basically you can see on this little symbol right here, the thread is entering at 1 o'clock position and exiting at roughly 11. So it's in contact with the tension plates a lot longer than your standard household sewing machine. So this is kind of an industrial heavy-duty assembly, tension assembly. So you have a more consistent thread flowing, thread tension there. 3 different needle plates on here. We have this on sale here with the discount for $33.20, and then the credit of $322 that goes into our rewards program there.
And for any of you speed demons like me, this machine is really fast, 1,200 stitches a minute. So you're gonna blow through those projects really quick.
We're going to talk about the M7 in a second, but this machine, I have ordered a custom table that fits in just into the hole there. So usually when you buy a cabinet, you have to buy the insert as well. So this table is 3/4 inch plywood, glued to 3/4 inch plywood with an industrial surface there. So heavy duty. When you put that together with an industrial base, this is where you're going to hide when there's the next earthquake. But it's going to be just a heavy duty, durable industrial table. No, it is not going to be in the living room. It is not furniture. This is a work table there. So we have these on sale. Come in and talk to us on that. But the big feature is, like you see here, it's custom cut for the M7 series or the 6600, 6700 series there, and a few other machines there. So excellent table. We've sold a bunch of these. We're actually the only dealer on the West Coast. There's a few on the East Coast there. That's where they are there. We're going to talk about the M7 here. We have 13 inches of arm space in here. Huge for quilting, for drapes, for any type of big garment right there. So you want a large working surface when you're using your machine here, you can get more of the fabric in here. We have a built-in dual feed system here. Free motion will adjust for the ruler work. You could actually set it for the height of the ruler that you're sewing with there. So beautiful blanket stitches. You actually have a magnifying glass that will kind of amplify your detail. So if you're doing applique, blanket applique, that perfect 1/4 inch, perfect stitch in the ditch, you have that capability torqued up a little bit more with the magnifying glass. This is on sale here with the 5% discount for $6,075. And then there's an additional credit that you would get for a rewards program of $607 there.
So when you look at that, you can see it's kind of like the amped up version of the 6700. These are both kind of from the same professional line from Janome. Nice heavy duty machines, both of them.
You want to show the baby locks, that we could talk about some of the,
Sure, let's talk
the embroidery
real quick.
projects we're doing right now.
Let's talk real quick about those gift ideas. Here we've got some great Ginger scissors. So we've got a 10-inch Ginger there, and then we've got this nice gift pack. It's got an 8-inch scissor with a tape measure and then a nice travel bag to put them in. So again, some great gift ideas there. If we take a look over here, we've got a couple of our midline baby lock machines. This is one of my favorite, the Baby Lock Brilliant. I think this is a good all-around sewing machine for anything that you want to do. It's got a nice range of stitches, decorative stitches, utility stitches, quilting stitches. Also comes with all of the different feet you're going to want for most of what you're doing. So all of your garment sewing feet, zipper feet, blind hem, buttonhole, as well as your quilting feet, 1/4 inch, walking foot, and free motion foot. This machine also has the knee lift, which we can see over here on the lyric. One of the reasons that I really like this one, you've got a nice screen where you can actually view the different stitches. You'll see them come up as you select them, rather than just numbers on the screen there. And with this machine, you can override the default. So if you decide you don't like that 2.5 stitch length, you can change it and you can actually save that. And now that machine's going to stitch the way you want it to stitch every time. Got a nice speed control here. This machine has a lot of safety features as well. I think Tim mentioned earlier on one of the machines. Won't let you sew with the presser foot up. It's going to tell you that it's not ready yet. You can see that red light there. Goes green when you've got the foot down, so it gives you a little clue before it beeps at you. So really nice all-around machine. You can see normal sale price on this is $9.99. We've got our 5% off at $9.49. And then, of course, that $95 credit, which you'll take advantage of later. Then we've got the Baby Lock Lyric. So very similar to the Brilliant. Both machines are the same size. You've got just under 8.5 inches here, so a good bit of space inside. All of the same features on the Brilliant, with the addition of this machine has what we call a lateral feed, so it actually will sew sideways. If you have a youngster in scouting, or you have somebody that belongs to a club and you're trying to sew patches on different garments or things, that's really great to be able to sew with that lateral feed because you're not having to sew towards you, it will sew sideways. So that's really awesome. The other thing that you get with that feature is that some of the decorative stitches on this machine are about 1 inch wide. So really great for stitching down those narrow borders or Sam, what do you call that in between? Not borders, sashings. Brain fade there. So little sashings or borders, really nice. It looks like a free motion stitch, but it's actually done with the foot on. And then some of your other decorative stitches, this machine has a 7mm opening, but some of your decorative stitches are going to be about 9 to 10 millimeters because of that sideways motion, which is really cool. Just a couple more gift ideas. We have over here some different thread sets. So we've got some cotton thread sets, 42 spools there, as well as some embroidery thread sets, and then a couple little small ones. This is fun metallic and variegated thread sets as well. So great gift ideas for Mother's Day. And then we're going to walk around the corner here.
Well, before we go around the corner, talk about
yeah.
embroidery machines. We've all heard of Thomas Kincaid. We would love to have some of those paintings. In our house, we have a puzzle that's put together, Thomas Kincaid, that's in a frame. We're working right now on this picture from Thomas Kincaid, but it's all thread. So you're looking at we're starting at the top here. You can see the chimney there, and there's our chimney. So all those pieces will be sewn together. So kind of keep looking at our Facebook there. You're going to see a progress on that. This is a slow progress. We're getting 4 squares. I think there's 32.
That's not going too bad. This is what's called a tiling scene. So you'll see I have sewn here together 2 of the tiles and 2 and 2. There's 8 across and 4 down. So it's a pretty good size piece when you're finished with it. I've done this just in the last 2 days, and you can see we're working here on the Baby Lost Venture.
Progress report.
Our 10 needle, and we've got 1 in process there. So this is a really great way to get through your embroidery really fast. So nice for those of you that have a home business, or if you just like to do a lot of embroidery and you want to get it done quickly, you load up all 10 threads at once and away it goes, and it doesn't stop for you to change threads. So that's really a nice convenience feature if you want to get stuff done quickly.
We have that on sale for the 5% off, $1,195, and you can see you would get a 10% rewards of $1,519 there. So good deal on that. Yeah, this is an embroidery machine that's a lot quicker to push the button and go.
Also a great way if you like to sew caps, you sew a lot of caps. This machine will take a circular cap frame. It's often hard to do caps on a standard embroidery machine because you have to kind of flatten it out to put it in the hoop. So with this machine, it's all set up to do caps. That is an option. It doesn't come with the machine, but it is an option. All right, looks like Tim's ready for something else over here.
We're just going to touch on the Solaris. We've looked at other brands for embroidery, but with the camera and the way it projects an image onto the hoop, there's just nothing close to it. And in embroidery, positioning is everything. And with the camera looking down, projecting that image into the screen, we could perfectly position a name above a pocket or on a plaid line. So that's the big advantage with the Solaris. It is their top of line. This is now, I think, the version 3. So they've made a lot of improvements on the Baby Lost Solaris, what is now called the Visionary. Vision. That's the
Solaris Vision.
Projecting there.
All right, well, I think that pretty much covers everything. So we want to remind you one more time, our sale runs through May 17th, our Mother's Day sale, where you're going to get that additional 5% off. And I also want to remind you, please come and join us for Customer Appreciation Day on Saturday, May 20th. We'll get going at 10 o'clock. You can bring one of your favorite masterpieces that you've created for a show and tell with the group. And if you bring something, we're going to enter you into our prize drawing. Everybody will win something as long as you bring a show and tell item. We're going to have some exhibits, some special items that we'll be exhibiting, and Tim's going to be showing some of his favorite featherweight things as well. We're going to have food and music. It'll be a lot of fun, so please do come by for Customer Appreciation Day. We really appreciate you joining us today, and if you weren't able to, we're happy to have you watch the recorded version of this a little later.
Happy
Thanks
Mother's
so much.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day, and may the 4th be with you.